Hello YouTube, this is the one and only Bendro I, and what I have for you guys today is a very new series and it's called Talent Scout, and you may be wondering what that means. Basically at this point I thought that it's time for me to give back to the community, so what I'm going to do is I search for new talent, people you may not have heard about, and I'm going to bring them to my channel and we're going to talk. So the very first guest I have is KyleStan. You want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
What's going on, guys?
So the very first thing we want to talk about is maybe your accents. You want to talk a little bit about your background
Yeah.
and
Okay, so I'm from Canada, and everybody's probably gonna think this is the stereotypical Canadian accent when it's in fact not. So yeah, I just wanted to point that out because everybody really doesn't know where my accent comes from. So if you guys want to come over to my channel, maybe I'll tell you where it comes from. So
I know that I've been watching your videos for a long time personally, but I know you did a full commentary about it that you're from a special part of Canada and stuff like that. But most people probably wouldn't know that because I've talked to a few Canadians like Juicera and Bash and stuff like
yeah,
that, and
Houston and
EMR
Bash,
and
they don't sound anything like me
no.
because of like where I live.
Yes, of course. So you want to talk a little bit about your channel, what you do? I mean, maybe a little bit about what you're known for.
Yeah, I mainly just post Call of Duty videos. I started out as like this whole montage thing and trying to be Grizz, but I never really succeeded with that, and I just moved over into commentaries, and channel's been slightly growing, but yeah, it's pretty much I just try and post good gameplays with good scores and entertaining, fast paced or whatever. But
Right.
yeah,
I mean, it's really hard to kind of get noticed right now just because there's
yeah,
so many people doing it, and that's kind of why I wanted to start this. I mean, I got help from people,
yeah, that's the thing,
so
right?
I just thought maybe I could give back a little bit, help a few people out that I think deserve it. So that's why you are here. So you want to talk a little bit about the game, maybe what's going on, what you're using, what you think about Black Ops?
Okay. So this game is a TDM on jungle, and first off, I'm gonna say that I'm not playing the greatest players, but most commentary games that you're gonna see from other people are not playing against MLG pub stars, thing like that. So this is TDM on jungle. I'm rolling with the M16. Personally, I like the M16 in this game, and a lot of people probably don't, but I like using it. And I'm rolling with Hardline, Harden, and Hacker, and I'm rolling with the kill streaks. I think it's uh,
It's
is
regular
that
chopper, and then you got the chopper gunner, and
Chopper
then
Dogs
dogs.
and Blackbird or Attack Chopper or something along
Yeah,
those lines?
attack chopper. Yeah.
Attack Chopper, okay. And I want to say I go on a rampage right at first, and I end off with a 39 kill streak. So it's pretty good for a TDM game.
Yeah, it's a very B score for a TDM game. Let me say that. But so you really like the M16? Now, I personally do not like it. I think it's mainly connection based. If you have a good
Yeah,
connection, the M16 is beast. If you don't, I noticed that. I mean, I can put 3 or 4 shots into people, and it's not
yeah,
very reliable. So generally, I will start off, especially jungle. Jungle has a lot of long
yeah.
points of
This is.
sight.
I just figured where jungle is such a big map that I could long range people, and that's pretty much what I do. I pretty much think about the map size and like what gun would be best suited for it. And I thought the M16 would probably be one of the better guns for it. And I was always good with the M16 since COD 4 to Modern Warfare 2, and I just made a transition in, and I still enjoy it. So uh,
Yeah, yeah. I just don't think it's
whatever
quite
works,
as
I guess.
powerful as it was in
Yeah,
the other
it's not as
games.
powerful, but it gets the job done, I guess.
Yeah, what do you think about the G11? It's basically the same thing, but it shoot.
G11, yeah. I like the G11 because it's pretty much more powerful, and the hip fire on the G11 is just so wicked, and so great. Like I could hip fire people. Um, I don't know what to say about the G11, but it is a really good gun. I haven't really gotten into it much. I've only played like maybe 3 or 4 games with it.
Yeah, same with me. It's like it you unlock it at the very end of the prestige, and
Yeah,
right now I'm kind of at the point where I want to prestige as much as possible, just trying to unlock those
yeah,
custom classes. But it's a pretty good gun, and you get so many bullets in it. It's
yeah. That's the
absolutely
thing to it.
ridiculous. So I mean,
I
it's a
love it.
pretty good gun. But what is your overall feelings on Black Ops? Do you like it? Do you hate it?
So far I've been enjoying it. I haven't been raging as much with this as Modern Warfare 2 by far. Uh, I like it because it's more balanced than the other games, and there's pretty much a counter for everything. So
Yeah, I
it,
completely
it
agree.
kind of, I know a lot of people couldn't agree with that, I guess.
Yeah, I think in my personal opinion, it's my favorite Call of Duty yet. And like you said, I
Yeah,
don't range as much. There isn't as much BS that goes into it. I
yeah,
think what most of the people complain about is just the bullshit deaths and
yeah,
you're dying for no reason. I don't run into that quite as much. I think I'm always gonna have I'm gonna always blame the game unless I
yeah.
personally
That's the thing. We
develop it.
always make excuses when we die.
Oh,
That's the thing.
absolutely. Yep, no matter what kind of death it is.
Yeah,
But
sure.
also want to talk about coming up real quick. You die and then you die a couple times back to
Yeah.
back, and we were talking about that before we started recording. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, that's the thing too. I know when someone has a good game going and they're just like they're doing really good, and then they just get the one death. It just leads to a string of deaths, and like overall can like ruin your attitude towards the game. But I didn't die too much after this. Still a pretty reasonable score for a team deathmatch. So
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's just since we put games on YouTube,
yeah,
you kind of get the feeling that, oh, okay, this could be a YouTube game, blah blah blah.
you got
But
that pressure on your back of like
oh
you
yeah, you
need to
got to
have a
keep on
certain kill to
performing.
death quota or something like that just to put it on YouTube and be entertaining, I guess.
Yeah, so you gotta like if you go on this massive kill streak or whatever, you gotta kind of keep up the pressure.
Yeah, you
You
gotta
gotta keep
keep it
it.
up,
Yeah, and
and you don't want to get like a 30 kill streak and then die like 12 times,
yeah,
for
and
example.
you just
Yeah,
died right here in the video, and it didn't even
yeah.
look like the guy stabbed you. And that's
Oh,
one of the
okay.
things I don't like
Yeah,
is
the
just
knifing.
the knifing thing. But
Yeah. Personally, I think it should be a secondary. I mean, like you run out of ammo, there should be like a button that you can press and you just pull out your knife and you go around stabbing people
right.
or something like that.
One of the other things that was talked about that I really think is a good idea, if you get Flat Jacket Pro and you use that, maybe it's two stabs to the
Yeah,
front.
that's what I was thinking too. Cause considering when you got flak jacket on, you got that big outfit on. I mean, like, how's a knife gonna penetrate that? I was thinking maybe like two stabs would be it would also be a good idea too.
Yeah, because really the only thing Flat Jacket Pro does is protect you from fire, and there's the napalm
Yeah,
strike, but I don't die from that nearly as much as I do from knives. So I mean, if
yeah.
there's any way that
Knifing
could,
is way more than napalms for sure.
yeah, very true. But the end of the game is coming up here. Do you have anything you want to say to the people, real quick?
All right, well, guys, if you enjoyed this gameplay, then you could head on over to my channel where I have what I believe to be the fastest free for all. So you guys come check that out, and I will be posting various Black Ops games if you guys want to check that out as well.
Yeah, I did watch that Nuketown free for all. That was awesome. It's a very quick free for all. He's
Yeah,
a very good player. If you guys like watching, there's different types of commentating styles. You go for the people that give tips mainly.
yeah,
But he's a very beast player. He gives good tips as well. And personally, I love his accent. It's so homo. But
yeah.
the
It's
end of the
awesome.
game is here, and it's the final. Oh, not yet, but the final score is 45-4.
For a TDM.
Yeah,
Regular.
extremely beast TDM. So thank you very much for coming on, and for everybody else, just let me know what you guys think about the series. I really do think I want to, at this point, I want to help some people, and Kyle is the perfect person. So thank you very much for coming on,
All right.
sir.
And thank you very much for having me.
Absolutely. So everybody, go over there, check out his channel. The link will be in the description. Other than that, hope you guys enjoyed it, and have a great day.
All right, see you guys.